All right, for this part, we are switching to English as we're dived into the Bachelor International Trade. Welcome, everyone. I'm very pleased to welcome Catherine Betts, the head of the Bachelor International Trade here at Esdes. Catherine oversees this fully English taught program.
Yes.
And works closely with international students. We've got the two of them here. Partners, universities and faculty to ensure an enriched, globally focused academic program. She's not alone today. We are also joined by two students from the program. Ella, currently on her third year, right?
Yes.
All right. And Affinez, who is in his second year, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Catherine, Ella, Affinez, thank you for being with us. My first question is for you, Catherine. Could you briefly explain the main objectives of the Bachelor International Trade and what makes it unique within Esdes?
Yep. So the international track of the Bachelor, the curriculum is exactly the same as the French track. The main difference is that it's 100% in English. So it's good for students that want to come and study in France that maybe don't have the necessary or the good level of French, and they can study in English. Another important factor as well is that students do learn French from first year to third year, so that they can work or continue their studies potentially in French afterwards.
And what professional exposure do students receive during their studies? Internships, projects, company interactions? Or?
Yeah, so it's the same as the French track. In first year, students, they have a 1-month internship. In second year, the students, they complete a 4-month internship. And in third year, it's a 6-month internship. And this can be done in France and abroad as well. So it allows a bit of freedom for the students to choose which country they want to do their internships. We also organise company visits in second year and second semester, where the students, they go for the morning or the afternoon to visit a company that is in the Rhône-Alpes region, so they can discover how businesses work, in particular in France.
All right, so I can choose to do my internship. Are you in France or abroad?
Exactly.
All right. What do you enjoy most about working with international students on a daily basis? Well, they're here, so it's difficult to say, but...
In the program, we have about 37 different nationalities.
Oh, yeah.
So it's extremely, I learn something new every day from the students as well. It's not just the academic side where they're learning from, but I guess you guys maybe can vouch for this as well. Working with so many different international students, with them working together, there's this really big multicultural diversity that we have in the program, which is really, really interesting. So I learn a lot from them as well about their cultures and the ways of doing things as well. For example, group work. We have students that come, for example, from the USA, who come from China, for example, from Thailand, and each student has a different way or the different concept of working in a group. So students are learning on-hand experiences how to deal with these different cultures and how to work with them, basically, which hopefully in the future, when they go on to work in an international setting, they can take these skills with them.
All right. Ella, my first question is for you. How would you describe the workload and the balance between academic life, student life, personal time on this program?
I would definitely say that in class, we definitely focus a lot of our work in class and with each other. Most of the work we do in class is projects. So like Catherine said, we are working with other international students, and I learn a lot about how to work with these students. And at home, I feel like we still need to work on projects, but for the most time, it's very chill, and we have time to explore Lyon.
All right, so you keep getting some friends.
Yes, yeah, every year it's a new friend.
All right.
Affinez, same question for you.
Okay, so I'll say that for me, it's a little bit challenging, but that challenge is, it comes with discipline, so because currently I'm the co-president of the international students in the school. So doing that, being an international student here, of course my studies at Esdes is the priority. So I work everything else in my life around my
schedule. Are you saying that it's a priority because we've got Catherine here?
No, but honestly, because it's the first thing that I came here for, because I wanted to go to this school because this is one of the best schools here. And the fact that the classes are in English, it kind of reduces the fear of having to learn in France, because usually the first fear is, oh my God, I don't speak French. But then the way the French is taught here, it actually lets you ease into the language and the culture. So I'll say that everything about it has made it really worthwhile, and I enjoyed my time here so far.
And how would you describe the atmosphere of your class in the school in general?
Okay, I'll say that it's very international, because this is the first time that I'm in a class with like everybody is from a different country. So somebody's from the US, she's from the US, I'm from Nigeria, the next person is from Vietnam. It's all like that, and because of that, it brings a lot of perspectives.
All right, and maybe which subjects or class surprised you the most, Ella, in the good way, during your first year?
Oh, my first year, going back. I actually wasn't here my first year. I was at a different university, but I could do my second year, if that's good.
Your first year in Esdes.
Oh, my first year in Esdes, I'm so sorry. Let me think. Probably, I really enjoyed...
it's a hard question because
I have to
inverted
use
two
my
questions.
brain. Yes, I really have to think about it.
Or maybe how do you feel the atmosphere of the class?
Oh, I loved it because obviously I just said I came from another French university, and to me it was such a different atmosphere, and I loved how international it was. At the time we still had Erasmus students with us, and I was so excited to meet all these people. I learned so many cultures, and I felt so much better learning in this atmosphere. The teachers some were from the US, and that was always welcoming for me. So,
all right, maybe do you have one of you have an advice to international students who's looking at us?
Well, I'll say that if you're ever scared to make that move, do it. Right?
Just do it.
Exactly. The only regret you'd have is not doing something. You'd regret not having to do it. But if you try, even if it doesn't work, at least you put your best in it. So just do it.
All right. Catherine, what makes you proudest when you see your student progress from 1 year to graduation?
A number of different reasons. The first time the students, when they come in first year, they're extremely shy and sometimes don't express their opinion so much. A lot of the students that come and study with us in this program don't actually speak a lot of French. I'd have to say over the 3 years, watching them grow, gain confidence, gain that experience, having a voice as well where they'll question you, they're curious, they become very curious, and within the 3 years that they improve their level of French so that they have the confidence so that they can go on and work and live in France and continue their studies, for example, in France. So, but yeah, it's just to see how well they grow in confidence as well.
And do you have one last word for students' parents, which are...
The students' parents, I would say for an international student coming to study with us, international students are very well looked after, our French students as well, but I work in the international department as well, so we work with welcoming students. We have the International Students Club, which Ifeanyi, he's the vice president, one of the presidents of. We organise cultural activities, we organise welcome weeks, so it's, even though the child is going abroad and they're going far, they're well looked after. And we're a nice group of students, I'd say, in terms of size. So everybody knows each other from the first, second and third year. Yeah. And my door's always open for the students. So if they want to come, and sometimes it can be difficult with the different cultural experience. So it can be tough, but they have the help that they need. So
this program is quite unique here in France or in Lyon because it's a very international program, I think. Do you have something to add about that?
Very international. It is a very unique program because it's not just a program in French of an exact program. For example, the French track, it's the same program. The objectives are the same, but it is so multicultural, and the diversity, like I mentioned before, it is very, very unique. So students who are looking to come and study in France and be merged into the different cultures and have that challenge as well, not that it's a bad challenge, it's a good challenge, is definitely the right program for them.